Hold on. And before I finish this, I know I appear nice. I know I appear very nice. I act like I'm a nice person, but no, I do like people having the assumption that I'm a mean person, so that, you know, they know how to act. I am a very mean person. I don't mean and sure, you know what, let me put this at the end of the video. So hello ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. My name is Mide Yusuf, and if you don't already know, I failed my master's degree. Anyway, today's video I'm going to be talking about failing, like master's degree, because I feel like this is one information they scanned through during our, you know, briefing and all that, because it's very different from where we come from. Any country you might be coming from is very different. How the fail thing works, how the assessment works here is very different from where we come from. So today I'm just going to be briefing you about it, because I've already briefed the people in my Lost in the UK group chat. So that group chat is just there to help people, international students in the UK. But here is one thing I want to say before I continue educating you on how failing works in the UK. So please, my channel is not a channel based on education or tier 4 or the UK, all that. If something happens that affects my life, I'm going to tell you guys, because that is what my YouTube channel, it is about me. That is why I have a YouTube channel. So if you're subscribing because you think I'm going to keep updating on content around my education, no, I would keep uploading content around my life, what's happening in my life. And if it's not affecting me, if it's not something I've gone through, trust me, I'm not going to speak about it. So please, as much as I care about your opinion, don't assume I'm going to live on by your opinion. You've probably watched my first video concerning how I failed and all that. So today I just realized that a lot of people don't know how failing works in the UK, and I just decided to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to be very brief, very fast, and, you know, just very straight to the point. So in failing in the UK, it has to do with, I'm just going to do it based on first semester, which is January intake. If you're a January intake, so January, February, March, April, you're going to do your first semester, which will involve, which is under your course. And then under your course, we have something called modules. Modules are subjects. So when doing these subjects, they call it module. You have module leaders, module leaders, they're basically your lecturers. So the thing now is that you have your assignments from the very first class. They will brief you on your assignments and how long you have to do it and everything, and it's up to you to decide when to start. But the thing is, from the beginning of your class, they briefed you about it. You have till the end of your class, and I think a month extra till you submit your assessment. So this is how it works. If you fail your assessment, which you're going to submit in April, you're going to, if you fail that assessment, which you're supposed to submit in April, towards the end of April, so you have January, February, March your classes, and then you submit your assignment April, May. Then if you fail April, May, you're going to have a reassessment due for August. Basically, I think it's going to be due for August. In September, you're going to start a new semester. If it's a one-year course, you're not going to have an holiday because you're going to be doing your dissertation. So when you fail for the first time, you're going to have the opportunity to reassess. So reassessing is basically redoing your assessment. You're going to have the chance to redo it. So you have either of two chances. Either if you know you cannot get your assessment submitted in time, you can ask for a 5-day extension by submitting a 5-day request extension on your student record board and all that, depending on your school. And then you can also submit another type of excuse, which is called a RA. In Sheffield, is called a RA. So basically, this RA, with the right excuse and evidence, you can get the opportunity to redo your assessment and not be capped. But if you fail your assessment and you have to redo it, then your course will be capped at 50%. So you cannot get higher at 50%. Even if it's about Einstein that helps you to redo your work, you would be capped at 50%. But if you submit a RA and it is approved by the board, then you can submit and get more than 50%. You can get 100. You're going to get the highest score if your work can get that mark. Do you get what I mean? So in the second semester, the problem is failing in the second semester. So if after your reassessment you fail again, automatically you have to do an extra year, which is for another year even if it's one module, for another year you're going to attend classes for that module. And then your score will still be capped at 50, but you have to pay extra school fees, extra visa fee, extra IHS fee, everything. But you will not have to show proof of funds because you've been in the UK for more than 12 months. But if you fail in the second semester, now here's the problem. When you fail in the second semester, you have an opportunity to reassess like the first semester. So if you fail, second semester is September to January, and from January your mark will come out March. And then when your mark comes out March and you failed, then you have the opportunity to reassess and submit by May. And when you submit by May, your result will come out by June, late June, beginning June, whenever the school says it's going to come out. So sometimes this thing can change, so you have to check your school timetable and everything to know how, like academic year, to know how everything would hold. So when you fail, you reassess. But then the problem is, if your class is not long enough and your visa is not accurate enough, you may not get enough time to reassess, just like me. And that was my own problem, and they gave me the opportunity to reassess. That's 2 months, which wasn't easy to get, but they gave me 2 months to reassess. So for people whose visa is actually complete and everything, you have the opportunity to reassess, but you will not have the opportunity to stay in the UK while they are marking your scripts, because in this, so my coursework is due for May 19 and the result is going to come out June 29. So for some of my friends whose visa expires May 31st, their visa cannot be extended for any reason because their visa exceeds the reassessment date, but their visa is not long enough for when their result will come out. So that means their post-study would be affected. Basically what this means is the person cannot stay in the UK till the result comes out, and then the school will send email that, oh, you've graduated, you've not graduated, you understand, that kind of thing. So they cannot stay in the UK for that long. And the thing about post-study is that the least they expect of you is a pass mark. So with a pass mark you can apply for post-study and everything, and the pass mark is 50%. Like, you know how we do CGPA in uni, the pass mark for master's degree for post-study is 50%, overall 50%. That's all you need. So if you don't attain that pass mark by failing a module in your second semester and having to reassess and not having enough time for that module result to come out so you can get your post-study, that means you have to go back home because you cannot be an overstayer. And once you go back home, you cannot apply for post-study. So this is how it gets tricky. If you now go back home and then your result now comes back June 29 and you fail, then your school would ask you to come back to the UK to complete your you know, I told you that you have to redo a module by attending class daily, like the amount of days you need to attend class for. So they would expect you to do that. So you come back to the UK and you have to provide proof of funds. You're going to have to provide IHS, visa fee, something like the beginning, and you also have to pay extra fee for that course that you will be, for that module that you will be taught. So it's like paying like maybe 10% of your school fees, maybe 1K or 1.5 or 2,000, depending on the amount your school gives. Your course says, okay, this is how much it's going to cost for the module to be taught to this person again. So basically it's if you come back, you're not going to be able to apply for the post-study route. But if your visa like exceeds the time when you're going to get your results, and you know you can still stay in the UK and everything, your visa is valid till your result comes out. Like my result is coming out June 29, and if your visa exceeds June 29 or is coming out June 29 and then your school gets back to you that you passed, then you can apply for post-study. But if you don't pass and you're already in Nigeria, they will invite you back to come and study for a year for the module, either a year or 6 months or whichever one. And then if you actually pass and you've gone back home, they will only invite you for your graduation. And most people don't come, most people come, depends on you. But if you fail for the first semester and the second semester, then the school will reach out to you to tell you that, oh, you've got to extend your visa to complete your education. And if you fail for only the second semester, if your reassessment day, if your visa exceeds your reassessment day, then you've got no issue with school. And if it doesn't extend like mine, my reassessment is May 19 and my visa expired March 7th. I spoke to my school. They didn't reach out to me. They didn't say anything. I was the one that spoke to them that, oh, they would, because they don't monitor when your visa is going to expire or when it's not going to expire. So you're the one that has to reach out to them and tell them that, oh, my visa is expiring before the reassessment, and tell them how can they assist and let them give you guidance and all that. But basically, failing in the UK has to do with, just based on my experience, what my school told me is that they always advise for people to pass the very first time so that there's no issue with everything. So what they're basically saying is that put in your hard work to try to, you know, pass at once, so that your post-study year will just be smooth and you will not have any issues with your visa or your timing not being perfect and all that. But if you fail first semester and second semester, like I said, you're going to have to wait another year, and then after that year, so just because you have an extra year for your post-study, no, just because you have an extra year in your module, like your masters, like maybe you failed first semester and second semester and you have to attend, like you failed even the reassessment. So just know that for every module you fail, you have the opportunity to reassess, that's to redo it. But your reassessment date and when your results will come out is important. So video went off again. I hope my video was very helpful to you. I hope it's really helped you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing this video because somebody asked me to do it as a video. I really had no interest in making it as a video, but because I feel like people would listen better than read, because I kept it as a text in my Lost in the UK group chat. And I hope that you guys joined the Lost in the UK group chat, because I put in a lot of my first and experiences there. One thing I want people to know is that I put this out there because I feel like people need to know, but it is important that you guys know that, especially, this is just a public service announcement, especially for, it is important that you guys know, especially for YouTubers, because most YouTubers created a channel to, you know, do what they love doing aside, you know, being a human and everything. And it's important to realize that your opinion is just a small part of who they are, and they will do what they want. If they decided to open a channel, if they decided to help people, if they decided to educate people, it is their choice. And you putting your opinion on them or telling them, oh, this type of video, when you do this type of videos, people watching more than these ones, of course they are aware of that, but if they keep doing what they enjoy doing, then let them do it. And it's up to you to watch the videos you feel you enjoy more, or you want to see, or you want to watch. But you saying they should stop making other videos and just concentrate on the type of videos you want, well, it just shows you're human, and you know, humans can never be satisfied. Basically, I hope you guys got to understand what I was saying. Try not to fail, try to, because that was one thing they were telling me, that, oh, we told during the briefing as international students that you guys should fail, you guys should not fail, and you guys should try your best to pass the first time. So do try your best to pass the first time, because failing in the second semester can be a very, very difficult thing, especially for you that, you know, you have aspirations and ambitions to, you know, work towards settlement. So if you know that is what you want, you're coming to the UK for your masters to work towards settlement, then you really do not want to fail. Honestly, you really just want to do your best to pass at once. For me, it wasn't even about, oh, this is how much I'm paying for my masters, or okay, I have to make it worth it, that kind of thing. I knew I was on the right path. I knew I was putting in the effort that I needed to put, but I just got caught off guard. So if you know you are putting in the efforts that's required, you're doing it towards your settlement, then look at your settlement as the main ambition, like the main thing you're trying to, you know, work towards. And if that is it, you want to get your post-study work, get a tier 2 work, and work towards settlement, then you really do not want to fail in your first or second semester. You just want to try to pass your course at once. And for post-study work, the minimum they ask you for is 50% overall for all you 50% overall for you to qualify and apply for post-study work visa. So if you know even your bare minimum would actually do well, just do well. Know when to leave work for school, know when to, you know, just focus on your education when you need to, when you know, okay, this thing is hard for me and I know that I need to focus. Just give yourself a break, focus on school when you need to focus, leave work. Trust me, a lot of people wish they had just left work when they needed to focus on their education. Oh god, it's so hot today. So it's important to know when to just stop and focus on your education. And aside that,